Okay, guys, so that definitely wraps it up as far as the big picture of your whole your special funnel for ClickBanking and how everything's kind of linked up in the click tracking program and all that good stuff. So I actually realized that right now the only version of this program that we're offering, my coaching program here, is the done for you version. So I'm not actually going to right now walk through setting up your tracker for maximum clickbanking leverage because I'm already going to do it for you, right? And I'm actually not going to be talking about the squeeze page either because we're going to do that for you too. Although the squeeze page is very easy, especially if you're using any of those plugins these days. So that's going to wrap it up for that. And I'm going to move right into here the next really important thing, okay, guys? So once you understand ClickBanking, you got your funnel set up, you got a squeeze page, you got that leverage thank you page, right? It's all set up, ready to go, and you understand how to link everything. You got to start getting your daily ClickBanking partners. And remember, we already talked about getting at least 3, if not 5 per day. I found that's a crucial kind of snowball point. If you need to like always get 3 a day. Now, if 1 or 2 days happens when you don't get 3 and you get 2, is that the end of the world? No. But I found that if you really want to get to like 200 or 300 free leads a day, you really want to be getting at least 3, if not 5 people a day, okay? So, again here, we're going to continue on here. And the first thing you need to do if you want to do ClickBanking at all is get into the ClickBanking Facebook groups, okay? So, it's very simple. Right now, there's about 4 or 5 pure ClickBanking groups on Facebook. And I'm just going to, you should already probably know how to join a group on Facebook, right? I'm going to log in here. And really, it's as simple as typing in ClickBanking at the top of Facebook. I guess once in a while it's spelled with, sometimes it's spelled with 1 word, sometimes it's 2 words, right? But and once you type there, right, you just simply click on any of the groups that come up. Okay, right now look at that. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 7 or so that are spelled with 1 word. Here's one of the top ones, ClickBanking testimonials, right? And I'm already in this group, guys, but you're going to want to click on Join Now or Join Group. It's usually always in the top right area of a group, okay? So just join all the groups that have the word ClickBanking in it, right? Let's see what else is. And I don't care if it's 1 word in a big group like Chris and George's Solo Ad Swaps or ClickBank group. It has the word ClickBanking in it, so you want to be in there. Join, right? You guys get the point. I just want to see what comes up when you type it as 2 words. ClickBanking and ad swaps, ClickBanking partners, ClickBanking, Click Solo Ad Tycoon, ClickBanking, blah blah blah. So I actually did I create a group? I don't even know. I think somebody created that for me. But there you go, guys. There's about there's definitely at least 10 or so groups, more than you would ever need. There's thousands and thousands of people that are doing ClickBanking, so it's very easy, and people pretty much all get how it works, so you don't need to educate them on it. So obviously that's step 1 of getting joining the top Facebook groups. Okay, guys. Let me go back to. I'm just going to stay in this kind of vision mode here. Okay. Step 2 is you got to post your irresistible ClickBanking offer in all CB groups. There's 2 ways we recruit CB partners, guys. The one is kind of like the mass advertising by just posting an ad in all the different CB groups on Facebook. And the other way, as you could probably guess, is just private messaging people with an offer. So right now I'm going to show you the, let me see here. Right now I'm going to show you the kind of post I would make if I was looking to just mass advertise, which is step 1 of getting partners, okay? You'd simply put something like this. Looking for 100 to 200 click CB partners who can send first. And I usually put that in big letters because it's really important. We always want them to send first for this method, okay? And remember I talked about offering at least 10% over delivery. You definitely want to do that. Honestly, I would not. All my students do that. It's just, especially when you're starting out and you're not very established, you need to make a little bit more of an irresistible offer to really get the momentum going, okay? So I would say 10% or even 20% if you're willing to over delivery on return. I would say prompt on my prompt, or 3 days, 4 days max return. I would also, and you also, the other buzzword you want to say is that you have high tier 1 traffic, okay? And if you set things up like I'll teach you, you could generally easily hit 80% tier 1 traffic. So I would usually put 80% tier 1 traffic, okay? That's pretty much all you need to do. Oh yeah, there's one more thing, of course, you want to do. You want to put the link to your solo ad sales page with your few testimonials on it, right? That's why we had you do it. Excuse me. I would put something like, testimonials at, link, whatever your solo ad sales page is. And that's really, copy that verbatim, guys, or just use that as a model, and use some other people's as a model, and that's really all you need. And you just take this and you paste it into all the different ClickBanking groups, okay? About 10 of them at this time of writing, at this time of talking. Okay, so that's the one way. And the second way is simply, when you're in these groups, you want to go to all the people. At least you particularly want to go to the people that recently posted, right? Because it means they're active, okay? It means that they are active, as opposed to going looking at all the members in this group. We're not going to do that, and just randomly selecting people, okay? And what I'm going to advise you to do when you're first starting out is try to contact at least 20 people a day, okay? You don't need to add them as a friend first. That's a key point. Facebook sometimes doesn't like it when you're adding bulk people as friends all the time. I've heard rumors of a so-called Facebook jail. So you do not need to add them as a friend, or maybe add some people as a friend, some people don't, and you simply, here's a guy right here, Fotis. You click on the person's name. I'm actually already friends with this person, but if I wasn't, I would have just clicked on message, and the same kind of thing. You'd say, hey Fotis, this is Corey Freeman from the whatever group, right? The ClickBanking friends and family group, right? That you're all from the ClickBanking friends and family group, okay? I was wondering if you'd like to do a ClickBanking round, okay? I was wondering if you'd like to do a round of ClickBanking. And that's all I would say at first. And you wait to see if they can respond. Sometimes there's two different approaches to this, guys. You could kind of go straight up with your full advertisement with all the details, like, hey so-and-so, this is Corey Freeman from the so-and-so ClickBanking group. Just wanted to know if you'd like to do a ClickBanking round with me. I'm currently looking for people to send first, and I over deliver by 10-20%, and I offer 80% tier 1 traffic on my fast return, usually within 48 hours max. Would love to have you as a partner. Let me know. Here's, P.S. Here's my testimonial page if you haven't heard of me yet, right? You could do it all at once, or you could just kind of strike up a conversation. I tend to be a guy that kind of likes to go for the jugular, get it all done, put it all out there, and if you want it, you do. If you don't, you don't. I do actually think it would be more successful if I took a slower approach and kind of chatted people up a little bit, But listen, it's all about how much time you have on your hands. The slower approach would kind of be like, this guy's name is Fotis. Hey, Fotis, how are you? This is Corey Freeman from the so-and-so ClickBanking whatever group. Just looking to reach out to new ClickBanking partners, hopefully to do some rounds with in the future. That's a much softer way. And you could literally just send that out to 20, 30 people a day. You're going to get at least 5 or 10 that are going to end up doing it with you, okay? So it's as simple as that, guys. It's just a numbers game, and I really want to stress, when you're first starting out, it's really a numbers game. I found that generally 1 in 5, or worst case scenario, 1 in 7 or 1 in 8 people that I would message would end up taking me on and being willing to send first, okay, guys? So it might sound like a little bit of a grind, but as I told you guys already, once you've returned the traffic to a partner and they're happy with it, it is ridiculously easy to get them to do a repeat round. And as long as you keep going back and forth, excuse me, back and forth, there's no reason why they would ever want to stop clickbanking with you. It's just like you. This is one of their core methods of their business to get a constant lead flow. Now you might find people that at a certain time they just aren't able to send back at that point. Okay, but then you simply say, okay, that's no problem. Let me know if you'd like to schedule it out a week or so. I'll make your tracking link now and I'll post date it, or feel free to just hit me up, when you're free again. You're not going to win everybody, right? But what I've found is honestly about 40 to 50% of my partners are pretty much immediately ready to do another round. So keep that in mind. It gets much easier as the time goes on. So let's get back to the PowerPoint over here, okay, guys? So we already talked about that, of getting the partners, of join the Facebook groups, post your irresistible CB offer in all the groups, by at the top, so everybody gets the message. We just talked about this. PM 10 to 20. I would really say 20 when you're first starting out. Recently active clickbankers per day with your CB offer. We just talked about how to write your offer. And again, you want to make sure you're setting up each partner with a separate tracking link. Everything needs to be insanely trackable and accountable in this business, obviously, right? And of course, guys, repeat daily, okay? Outsource this later on. But for now, repeat this daily. It should not take more than 20, 30 minutes of your time, okay? And again, guys, pure profits here, pure profit model. There's no reason you can't get to 300 clicks a day simply off ClickBanking alone. It's no problem, and that is the $3,000 a month level of income, and it's pure profit. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, guys, now your daily goal for massive, and I've already talked about this, your daily goal for massive, consistent free leads is to aim to get at least 3, if not 5, new ClickBanking partners per day. Now, listen, if you're a real go-getter, if you got nothing but free time on your hands, by God, you'd be crazy not to spend an hour or 2 hours doing this. You're going to make a lot of money. You're going to break free from your day job, So the more, the merrier, obviously. Now, paying back your ClickBanking partners, we already kind of talked about this, but I'm going to go a little bit more now here. There are 2 ways you will be paying back your ClickBanking partners without emailing your list, right? That's critical. You only want to sell solos to your list. You don't ever want to have to mail your list for free, right, without getting paid to do it, okay? Now, first of all, we already talked about this, your special thank you page, right, for this method. You're going to have lots of people, especially if you're getting your 3 to 5 a day. It's going to build up a snowball, and you will quickly get to, I'm not even joking, 200 plus free opt-ins a day, okay? You're going to have a lot of people hitting that thank you page, clicking on those different banner links, going into your banking partner payback rotator. So right there, that would be more than enough to pay back your partners. But it does actually get better because you do have an extra option. Especially some people get a little worried because when they're first starting out, it is true. You need to build up a momentum, right? You need to have enough people sending in first for there to be enough leads hitting your thank you page to have enough volume to pay back your partners in any kind of timely manner. And just so you guys know, as long as you're paying back your partners within 5 to 7 days, that's generally acceptable. Okay, that's kind of status quo in this business, right? But especially when you're first starting out, guys, even if you're only selling like 50 click solos or 100 click solos, from the list build this method gives you, you could always make the second or the third link of your solo selling rotator point towards your banking rotator, right? So you don't need to worry just about when you're first starting out paying people back strictly from the incoming leads on your thank you page, right? There is this as a second option. And of course, I like to tell people that a lot of people worry they don't want to take a risk of losing their reputation. God forbid they don't get the incoming ClickBanking partners sending in enough quantity, consistent enough. So I always tell people this: listen, in case of an emergency, just use your list. Use your list or buy a small solo ad. I mean, 100 clicks is like $35. I mean, this should never have to happen. As long as you consistently get your 3 to 5 new people a day, guys, this will never happen. But God forbid it does, I don't want you to have to worry. So you could always literally just, buy a small 100-click solo ad, okay? Or email your list, or a combination of both. Again, this really should never have to happen. Good to know it's there, okay? Okay, so I'm going to finish up now, guys, by talking about turning 50% of your CB partners or more into ongoing repeat traffic senders. Okay, guys? Right now, I'm pretty much averaging 40 to 50% repeat CB partner acceptance rate, right? So they send me first, I send them back, and then I message them, and I get about 40, 50% of people to just repeat it. And here's the other cool thing, guys. Usually when people repeat, they're willing to up the size of the ClickBank. So instead of just doing a 100 click, which is what most people start out with, they're willing to update it to 200 clicks. Let me ask you something. How many people do you need sending you 200 clicks every couple days to really build a sizable incoming traffic lead stream? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. So again, everything just gets easier and easier with this method, okay? Here's what it's all about, though. Here's how to do it. When you close the first ClickBanking deal, always make sure you want to let them know that you appreciate them and look forward to an ongoing, mutually beneficial CB partnership. The people that are like long-term oriented ClickBankers, and almost all of them are, they love to hear those words, ongoing, mutually beneficial CB partnership. They want to know that their army of free traffic senders, for lack of better words, is always increasing. It's making them more and more stable as a business, right? So always use that verbiage, okay? You also want to make sure that you always keep the return traffic, the payback traffic that you send, over 70% tier 1. That's generally considered solid tier 1 percentage. Some people in ClickBanking sometimes gets a bad rap because the people that aren't serious sometimes will send a little bit lower quality traffic. But as long as you're at 70% tier 1 traffic, the mainstream top countries, US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, etc. As long as you're at that, you're more than good, okay? If you can do 80% though, all the better, especially if that's what you're advertising, right? Now, always, 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 guys, over-deliver by at least 10%. I actually forgot that I put this in as a mandate, but I would say you'd be crazy not to. Because again, we always want people to send first, right? So my feeling is like, if they're going to take the leap and send first, the least you can do is give them a little bonus, a little interest on their clicks, ClickBanking, right? By them sending first, okay? I would even probably say 20% if you can swing that. You want to make an effort to send their traffic back in a timely manner. Now, once you get this thing cranking, guys, remember, there's only going to be a small handful of people in any given day that have finished sending you all the clicks they need to send you. So you only generally need to pay back maybe 3 people at the most in any given day, maybe 5 at the max. That's really pushing it, I would say. So you should be able to, once you get this machine going, you should really be able to pay people back within 2 to 3 days. But I would definitely say 5 days. If you want to be like one of the better guys, a cut above the rest, try to keep it to 5 days max. Okay, guys? But again, 7 is status quo. Okay, and again, this is all about goodwill, building a better reputation for yourself. The more people that love you, the more testimonials they will place for you in the different ClickBanking groups. And the more partners will come at your doorstep without you even having to message them, ready to send first to you. Again, it just gets easier and easier. Now, another thing here is you want to be proactive and let them know as soon as you have completed paying their traffic back. You want to provide them with their public stats link and ask them, how did it go? You always want to make sure they were happy, okay? Let me give you a quick little, what's this whole public stats link, okay? Well, I'm in my CB out folder, link group in ClickMagick. This is where I pay people back. Let's go to this guy right here. One sec here. This guy's name is Vix. As you can see, the unique clicks I sent him back were 120, i.e. 20% over delivery. Now, in the right-hand area, there's a drop-down link, arrow. Pull that down, you click on public stats, okay? Now, this this link at the top you're going to copy and give to your partner so they can go to the same exact page. They could click on unique clicks right here, and they could literally get a breakdown of the traffic you sent them on a very what's it called? On a very detailed level. Just so you know, the reason this traffic is lower than okay, I'm not going to use that. Okay, let's just click on this guy right here, Athanasios. Click on this drop-down link in ClickMagick. Click on Public Stats, and then you click on Unique Clicks. And Jesus Christ. Okay, let's click on okay, guys, and just so you can understand what I mean by public stats, I'm in my CV out folder here, and let's just take an example here. Let's pick this DAS guide. Okay, in ClickMagick it gives you this drop-down link, and you can click on Public Stats. And now you simply grab this link at the top, right? You copy it, and you give it to your partner when you pay them back, and they could come to the same exact page, click on the Unique Clicks column, and view their traffic in very good detail. As they can see, Tier 1, in this case it was 84%. How many mobile clicks were there, etc., etc. And they could actually view their traffic all the way down to the host name to make sure it's really legit traffic and all that stuff, right? So you always want to take this public stats link and give it to your clients, okay? So going back here, you want to be proactive and let them know as soon as you have completed paying their traffic back to provide them with their public stats link and ask them, how did it go? And they'll take a look at their tracker, and maybe they'll say, oh, it went very nicely. I got a 36%, I got a 40%, I got a 50% opt-in rate, and you know, looks like I got about 80% Tier 1. And you know, by you giving them the public stats link, it just makes you look like a more legit person. You're going the extra mile, okay, to really make them comfortable that your traffic is quality, so they can see it for themselves, right? So that's what that's all. You simply say, you know, hey Joe, I just finished sending your clicks. Here's the tracking. Here's the stats for you to look at. You know, please let me know how it went. You know, and finally, excuse me. Always ask if they'd like to do another round. When's the best time to close the next round with these people? Right when you finish the first round and they're super happy how it went, right? When's it easiest to make the next sale? When's it always easiest to make the next sale? Right after the person just bought, right? It's when you upsell them, right? Whatever. So that you always want to make sure right then and there that you asked if they'd like to do another round, okay? Again, 40 to 50% will usually say yes. If they can't immediately start sending back to you, they'll say, sure, Corey. You know what? I need about 2 days until my rotator's free again, but you could drop me the link now, and you could expect to start seeing them again in about 2-3 days. And I'm like, fantastic, right? I don't care how long I have to wait for them to start sending to me again. You want to get it booked. You want to get it booked, right? So it's down. You're done. You just got another partner, right? Again, strength in numbers, guys. Okay, guys. Now, if they say, and this is the final thing here, if they say they can't, or that they're full or they're booked at the moment, you always want to try to tell them, that's fine. I'm in no rush. How about we schedule it out a week or so from now? What works for you? Okay? And now, that's what I just said before. Some people get paranoid and they feel uncomfortable, like locking something down. Sorry about that. Locking something down without being completely sure that they're going to be able to fit you in. But a lot of people don't mind that. A lot of people do. That's that's a 50-50 thing. So that's always what I try to say first. If they actually say that, if they're not willing to just do another round and book it on that spot. Okay, guys. So guys, there you have it. That is ClickBanking revealed on steroids. It's a secret numero uno traffic source that you want to start on as the very first thing you do in this in this coaching program, in this business model of selling solo ads. Okay, guys, and you know the people. There's a group of people that have outrageous success in my coaching, and there's a group of people that, for whatever reason, they don't seem to get their stuff together, and they just seem to fall behind. And what is the difference? In all honesty, guys, the difference is, they don't want to get off their butts and put a little elbow grease in to building a large, consistent stream of leads based on either free or virtually or almost free traffic methods. Okay, guys? Now, as you guys all know, part of at least one version of this program, probably the version that you've come in on, is that we actually build a list for you. We build, a nice little 3,000 person list for you. And the truth of the matter is, I had versions of my program that I made a major mistake because I let people rely on it too much. That any one-time list build is really going to get them where they need to go. Let me tell you something, guys. I don't care who you are. Somebody could build you a 40,000 person list with the highest quality traffic, even buyers on the list. Guys, within a month or two in this solo ad business, that list, if you don't get new leads on it on your own, if you're not getting 200-300 new leads a day on your own from multiple lead sources, ideally, that list will be dead, and you'll start sending less than 100, even 50 clicks a day. So while we do build a list for people, the done for you people version of this program, I need to stress, absolutely stress, it is just a bonus. It is just something nice we do to help you guys jumpstart yourselves. And in many cases, you're going to be able to send 50, 100 clicks per day right out of the gate with the list we build you. But by no means is that to be thought of as all you're going to need to do. I mean, you need to be getting your own consistent 200 plus, 300 plus leads per day by taking advantage of ClickBanking and the other traffic methods we talk about. And the other beautiful thing about that, guys, is all the methods that are now a core part of the latest cutting-edge ClickCash system. They're all designed to be either free or almost free. So you're getting leads as dirt cheap as possible, so you could be insanely profitable as quickly as possible. I have some students that are literally making over $2,000 their first month just because they went like nuts on the ClickBanking method, and they're getting 500 plus leads a day from ClickBanking alone. Okay, guys? When you're getting that many leads, guys, you could actually sell funnel clicks as part of your ClickBanking payback rotator. Okay, I'm going to make a video on that a little bit later. Okay, guys? But that is the ClickBanking method. Really want to iron out that whatever your thoughts are on this, you need to do it. It's going to make you successful. It's going to get you to $3,000 a month all by itself, and it is the core foundation, essential, mandatory foundation that this entire coaching program is based upon. Okay, guys? So it is not optional. I want to stress that. It is not optional. You need to do this. Okay, guys? You'll thank me when you're making awesome profits without paying a dime on leads on this. Okay, guys? So that's it for this video. Hope you guys loved it. I really want to hear your feedback. And I will talk to you guys shortly in the next section or the next module. Take care.